Hi, this is James Main with Trinity Multifamily. This is my recording for the Diamond Award for Maintenance Man of the Year. Question number 1 was, with all the responsibility that comes with your job, what do you consider to be the most important responsibility you have, and why? I think that residents need to be happy. It's our job as maintenance men to make residents happy. I've been told by my manager and my district manager that it's their job to rent the apartments and it's maintenance's job to keep people in those apartments. That means a whole bunch of different things. It's not just fixing something when it's broken or making sure that stuff is fixed properly before they move in. It's helping people carry stuff upstairs sometimes. It's after you're done with a work order in somebody's house, if you see the trash by their front door, take the trash down to the dumpster and throw it in. Everybody remembers it. It doesn't take hardly any of your time, and it goes a long way towards relationships with the company you work for and the resident. Number 2 is briefly describe the fair housing regulations and how you comply with these regulations in your position. A lot of the fair housing regulations are solely on the shoulders of the managers. They're responsible for most of them. The ones that really come into play with a maintenance man are the basic necessities: water, air, and electricity. Always have to have running water and working toilets. Anytime that the temperature is above 70 degrees, which is a lot of the time in Arkansas, they must have AC available. And electricity. If the bill is paid, the electricity needs to be on in the house so people can use their appliances. Also, there is reasonable accommodations, which is any kind of change that needs to be made to an apartment, duplex house, etc., that is due to a disability or a handicap must be considered. That means just because it's not normally what you do doesn't mean you're not going to be doing it. Sometimes you have to make exceptions for people because of circumstances they can't control, and that's just a part of it. And the third part of that is going to be discrimination. We're not allowed to discriminate against anybody due to race or gender, sexual preference, religion, physical appearance. None of that is allowed to come into the equation when we're fixing somebody's apartment. And the third question is, describe a time when you gave your immediate supervisor a suggestion and what was the outcome. I was in construction from the age of 17 on. I didn't obtain this maintenance job until I believe my 30th birthday, shortly before my 30th birthday. I tried not to make a lot of suggestions. I tried to listen and take advice and watch what people were doing and see how they were doing it. And whenever I felt comfortable doing it the way that everybody else was, I made small changes so that I was more effective in the way I handled the problems because I had tailored it to fit the way I think and the way I work. Now I just try to improve time management and the way to be able to make something look nice and decrease the time it's going to make it, or decrease the time it's going to take to make it look nice again after the resident moves out and another resident moves in. Painting, plumbing fixtures, lighting fixtures, whatever you need to do to make an apartment look nice while keeping time management at the forefront of your mind. Number 4 is, what training or licenses do you have or are working towards? Or are there any training or licenses you would like to have? I took the Fair Housing Seminar in April. I got a certificate for it. I'm working towards my EPA license. I would like to start taking HVAC classes to be able to better diagnose and work on our AC systems and heater systems. Any kind of training available, I'm up for. Anything that's going to increase my knowledge base and make me a better maintenance man and a better tradesman, more importantly. The more you know, the better you are at fixing stuff. And I do like to fix stuff, so. Number 5 is a hypothetical question, and it states, a resident approaches you while you are walking around the apartment community and mentions that their garbage disposal is not working. What is your course of action? Well, if I'm really busy and there's a lot of stuff that I have to do exactly right then, like water hitting the floor, I will call my manager and have a work order made. That way we have record of it and I don't forget about it because I'm pretty busy. I also try to make a notation in my own private notebook because she's very busy and it's best to have as much documentation as possible. Barring the fact that there's water splashing all over the floor and it's just a regular day, I will go and look at the garbage disposal immediately. It doesn't take much time. People like instant gratification. They appreciate you dropping what you're doing and going to take care of their problem. Garbage disposals don't take much time. If it was a water heater, that's a little bit different and it's going to take some scheduling. And then, of course, after you're done fixing the problem, no matter how small it is, make a notation. You have to have record of everything. Always make notations. And number 6 is there anything else you would like to share that will help us see why you should win the Diamond for Maintenance Technician of the Year? I don't know the other people that have been nominated for this. They could be amazing people. I can only tell you how I feel about my job. And I feel that fixing things in general is the most important thing that you could possibly do. Not throwing something away because it's broken. Not just going to the store and buying you something new because something isn't operating exactly the way you want it to operate. We should all strive to fix things in our life, not start new. And the only thing I do from the time I wake up till the time I go to sleep is fix one thing after another. And I love it. I love fixing stuff. It's the way it's supposed to work. Thank you.